Obi and Belinda Endu have 7 beautiful kids. They also run 5 thriving businesses that brought in over $2 million last year. It's a welcome change from years ago, when Belinda was a single mother, barely making ends meet.
All I really saw was poverty. All I saw was the struggle. I didn't want that for myself, and I didn't want that for my future. I wanted a different life.
She began reading the Bible for answers.
And I realized that the Lord said, if you will, then I will. So if I'm faithful with 10% of whatever you give me, then you will in turn bless me abundantly.
Even though she was struggling at the time, Belinda started tithing faithfully every month.
And I was so excited to show God that I am going to be faithful.
Within a few weeks, Belinda got a job selling legal services. She kept tithing and helping others.
I would pay my 10% to God, and the Lord would then, always send someone to me that needed help. And I was very faithful with that. And I even began to help ministries, and the Lord just continued to increase me. And then I went from getting $1,000 a month to now I'm getting $5,000 a month.
Then in 2009, Belinda got the opportunity to start a tax business, and things took off from there.
And as a result of my faithfulness, the Lord that year blessed me with over 6 figures.
In May of 2012, Belinda married Obi, but he wasn't convinced tithing was a good idea.
When tithing situations would come up, there would be this thing inside me like, why do we have to give this money out? Like, we need it. Can we make sure we're okay first?
Rather than fight with him, Belinda decided to be patient and pray.
The enemy uses force, and God gives us the ability to choose. So I wanted my husband to choose it because he saw it and he was convicted. And I knew that God could do that in his time and not mine. And I knew that as a wife and as a woman of God, I could not interfere with that process.
Soon, Obi was on board too.
What started to happen for me was I wanted inclusion in it. I wanted a part of it. She had this calm, she had this presence, she had this power that I knew that I wanted.
He actually got to the point to where he's now coming to me. He's like, okay, babe, we gotta return our tithe. It's a financial principle. So once he saw that, he began to really respect it.
The Endus expanded their tax business and invested in new ones. As their income steadily increased, so did their giving.
He says, I wish above all that you would prosper and be in health. So not just financially is his promise to bless us, but also in our whole being. And I see that the Lord has definitely done that with us.
Obi and Belinda both say their obedience to faithfully tithe is the reason for their financial stability and wealth today.
If you think about it, tithing is the only area that the Lord says, test me. We've made several $1 million. It's been truly a blessing, and I know that it's the hands of the Lord, and I know it's because I tested him.